E.T. baby. Hi my loves, I'm Litty girl from around the way where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with some commentary on the Baddies East reunion drama. Now, I know we all seen this go all crazy on the internet and everything like this, but I just wanted to kind of like let it die down some before I really kind of came in and gave my commentary and review. Before I hop into the things, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because I'm trying to get to that 10K by the end of the day, period, point blank. And yeah, we about to hop into it. I really feel like I know that like everybody been talking about this and I was paying attention too, but girl, I just feel like we have all of the pieces. Now we can start really kind of piecing it together. And it's a snow day, y'all. If you're in the East Coast or Northeast or whatever, you all know we're all kind of shit. And I'm really tempted to go live, y'all. But the way these kids is in there, they might say something crazy. Mom, like who knows, girl? I don't know. I might go live. But anyway, if you're here, hope you're enjoying your good snow day, sister. So now that all of the girls have kind of settled down in their respective corners, okay, and everybody done took to Instagram live, I want to kind of get into some things. Now, we all know that E.T.'s debut on the Zeus Network didn't really pan out the way that we all had hoped. Myself included, and a lot of other people here had high hopes for E.T. on the Zeus Network. If you were a fan of her on any of the Down That's TV shows, and we thought that she was going to go over to Zeus to do her big one. Didn't really translate like that, but I'm really curious to know you guys' thoughts and feelings about all of the posts and everything that we seen come out on live. We seen Taseki and Anna talking about some, yeah, we dragged that, oh, we this, that, and the third, we blase. We done seen Taseki go on live talking about how she didn't get jumped, right? We seen her go on live and say, no, we not jumping nobody. She did not get jumped. And then we see her follow up with E.T. fought Natalie, and she heard the security guard say, Taseki, I thought you said you don't jump. We haven't heard anything from Natalie. Natalie hasn't said anything about Lemmy in Center Girls claims, and we haven't seen Natalie show her face much like the other girls. We've seen T come out and say good morning, y'all, although E.T. has recently shared on the Litty show that girl, T got the fuck on out of there. Which she didn't even want to go to Jamaica with these hoes. So I can just see her being there to get her checked and collect her check and to keep it pushing. Again, just because they're on Baddies doesn't mean that they like to fight every day nonstop. I don't blame her. Anyway, I am fresh off of watching E.T.'s interview on the Litty show, which her podcast is doing numbers. It's weird that YouTube is saying that the girl has 0 views. I don't know why. That's very weird. But again, she has that platform where people can go on and have a real conversation outside of live and see them. Now, they were saying that E.T. face was swollen. I think it's interesting that E.T. just had surgery, and she mentioned it in her thing, but she didn't have that butt pillow. Girl, when had surgery, she was carrying that butt pillow around everywhere. Oh, because my BBL, I'm talking about Rollie. Rollie was carrying around that butt pillow everywhere. Everywhere she was going, she had that butt pillow. But we see Taseki, E.T. show her face. And her face was swollen. I seen a couple memes that was funny. She didn't have a black eye. Her shit wasn't closed. She didn't have no gashes, but she was swollen. She also just had surgery. I don't know much about BBLs and how things are going, but I can imagine if a BBL is fresh, your circulation and your swelling might, you know, run the risk of being swollen. Especially if you out here doing things like fighting and catching multiple fades. So if you haven't watched E.T.'s interview on the Litty show, I suggest that you do. It was really, really good. And it made me stop to think a little bit. E.T. came up as a bully and Rollie's lapdog, so to speak. But it seems like they knew exactly who E.T. was and used her for the ratings because this is who the fans wanted. Now, one of the things E.T. had explained was that she was not allowed to have anybody in her trailer. She couldn't have a +1 when some of the girls there were having +2s. I don't care in any circumstance or situation. That right there should have been a red flag and an alert. If people are coming in with bodyguards and +1s and +2s and I can't bring in anybody, what is it giving? Okay, but she goes on to say that not only was she in there by herself, and they claim that ROLLIE was in there by herself too, but ROLLIE is an established person on this network, right? And also, I don't know, I just think that ROLLIE is already established on that network, so maybe she felt like it was okay for her not to bring in somebody. It was revealed that Anna Mac tried to recruit Pressure as being somebody who can kind of get ET. And I really think that this was strategic on Zeus Network's part, because obviously she's affiliated with Now That's TV. And now all of a sudden we have outside people coming in. ET had revealed that Anna had hired some people from her set to be her bodyguard, which, you know, they were very heavy on understanding that ET is from LA and things are a little bit different over there. I think that they respected who she was, but not enough to not play her, unfortunately. Now, let's get into some of the mess and inconsistencies, right? So, Scarface sounds like she knew exactly what she did when she signed up to go to Baddies. She says the whole situation was for Krishan, that Taseki felt like she had to get her shit off with her over Krishan. But what's so interesting is the whole entire time that they were in that house, Taseki and ET didn't have much to say about anything. She ain't say nothing. She ain't do nothing. She ain't say nothing. They barely had any interactions. They had one little situation and that was it. So why, Taseki, you got all this beef for ET? When y'all was in the house, in proximity, you know, whatever the case. I just feel like they needed to make a show, and it makes sense as to why Lemmy felt like I don't really have to pay Krishan this money because I got her older sister here who is about to do the dirty work. And honestly, I feel like they was acting like they wasn't gonna pay her because they already know who's coming back. They can now have Taseki on the team, pay Taseki less than they were paying Krishan, still get more brutal fights, and the interviewers are still going to watch. They said, so it sounds like ET fought Sapphire, ET fought Taseki a couple of times. ET didn't try to fight Biggie, but Biggie tried to fight her. It sounds like they were all over the place. And when I watched her on the Litty show, it kind of, I don't know about y'all, and let me know if y'all watched it. Drop that in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, but it kind of felt a little sad to me. Like it was this kind of like they set me up type of thing. Like her homegirls, Litty and all, it was like they wouldn't let her out. The security guards was using excessive force, like we women. And apparently some of Zeus Network security guards is banging too. They're in LA. You feel me? So they allowed the one girl from LA to get jumped, right? And Anna apparently lives in LA, which kind of also confirms the fact that her and Lemmy's in a relationship. Because what is you doing living in LA, Anna? Isn't she from New York or something? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense. Another thing worth mentioning is the fact that it sounds like production already knew how they were going to handle everything. So they knew that ET was already perceived as a bad guy when they brought her onto the show. So they just dragged it. Anna didn't want to fight, so they didn't allow her to fight. There were people who were picking and choosing and deciding what they were going to do and what they weren't going to do. And I feel like that's the key difference between Zeus and Now That's TV. With Now That's TV, they let them girls figure it out on their own. With Zeus, the girls do a whole bunch of this, and because they're bigger names and come with more clout, it's, oh, we're going to protect this one, we're going to protect that one, and it's not real. I really feel like Zeus feel like they're doing their big one, but the viewers, we're starting to see past that shit. We're starting to be like, I don't really like that though. And not them picking and choosing. You feel what I'm saying? We see Now That's TV people, you know, pick and choose. Like how they let Ivory wail on Melanie after she was tired and done. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's less done on Now That's TV than it is on Zeus. And this is how they're really kind of losing the people. Because if y'all claim to be so real and we're the better network and Now That's TV, but it's overly produced, that's how you really kind of lose interest. This is why Love and Hip Hop don't really work like that no more. It's overly produced, it's overly done. Now that's TV, they lack production. As a matter of fact, they just let it roll. They can actually increase some production, to be quite honest with you, and storylines and things of that matter. So it's like one doesn't have anything at all, one has too much. It's like, depends on where you fall on the spectrum to figure out what you really like and what you don't, period. And I feel like E.T., you had that battery, that Zeus battery behind you in your back, and then when you realized what was happening, it was too late. But the people that fuck with her still gonna fuck with her, I feel like. What you call him? E.T. lets it be known, like, honestly, I can catch her at the 7-Eleven because she already got beat up at the 7-Eleven. We already know Anna's really not that much of a fighter. Yes, she fought Scotty, but Scotty can't fight at all. And I don't know, I just feel, I honestly, listening to her on the Litty show, I kind of feel bad. They played that girl. They used her for the ratings, made her get comfortable, but that's how the TV thing works. And that's what she said, don't feel bad for me. I already know what I signed up for. I did my big one. And I think that when this reunion comes out, I think it's going to change my mind and perspective on a lot of the girls who I felt like was really giving it up. And E.T., oh, and then there was the whole debacle about ROLLIE leaving E.T. She confirmed that E.T. ROLLIE didn't leave her. It was just that so many fates were happening at one time that they were just trying their best. Not Biggie, ROLLIE already knows that, again, she's already built in with the network. ROLLIE was on one of their first really kind of major hit shows on One More Chance. But what do y'all think? After watching that interview, I do think that Zeus used E.T. E.T. knew she was being used, and I highly doubt they're gonna bring her back. Taseki, I feel like you're doing a lot of this, you know, or I got my shit on, whatever. But I wanted to see E.T. and Taseki fight, like how Taseki and Marsh, how they set that up. Nobody jumping in. Let's really see what it is. We seen E.T. face. She wasn't slid. She ain't had no black eye. She wasn't slid to me. She ain't just going here and roll her out. We seen a couple pictures of Taseki. We seen her little thing going on. We seen E.T.'s face going on. They probably was going neck and neck. You know what I mean? They some real fight. Taseki is a real fighter. E.T. is a real fighter. So I don't know. When I watched the interview, I didn't really feel that good. It was kind of like, that's kind of ass. Zeus is putting a bad taste in my mouth altogether with Lemmy and all these accusations of how they setting it up, talking about production. I want to know what y'all think about this. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. I'm here raw. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.